Today on the channel, like the great Jeff Lynne once said, Kyle, we're headed for a showdown with Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, A-Town Down, main event, Series 22.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another main event showdown, this time Series 22 with A-Town Down, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory. But for all your WWE Mattel needs and a whole lot more, make sure you end up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, gonna do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're gonna take a look at the packaging, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna see where it goes from there in A-Town Down. The ups and downs of tag team wrestling. You know, you got your partner you got to rely on. Sometimes you're just angry with each other. Sometimes one has a loss, and then it's like, you know, you cost the team the payday to the pay window. And that's where A-Town Down is right now. Have to imagine they're breaking up fairly soon. They've been building for it for a while. I think they're going to have a very messy breakup on the old SmackDown brand I believe they're on currently here. But this one, I don't know for sure, might represent their WrestleMania tag team title win. Was that 2 years ago? Yeah, not last Mania, the last one after that. They won the tag team titles, of course. And they've been on TV fairly regularly. Grayson Waller, I thought, was amazing in NXT. I do feel like both these guys have been lost in the shuffle a little bit in the WWE to this day. Obviously, Austin Theory, Vince McMahon absolutely loved him. He was all over TV. And then when Vince was gone, boop, that ended pretty quickly. But these two came together. I think it worked as a tag team. Is it time for them to go their separate ways? I guess we'll find out soon enough. But we're going to find out soon enough about this tag team here. Normally, I don't buy all the main events, but I said, you know what? I don't think they're going to get elite versions of these two in matching gear. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to get this one right here. And that's what I did. So here we are. But there it is, A-Town Down in the package. Once again, the dreaded sharing of a title belt. I say it all the time. I'd rather not even have a title belt than just give me one. It drives me absolutely crazy because then how do you track down another one? You buy another set of these? I'm not going to do that. I just don't know what you do. So it is very disappointing. And if I was a little kid, I'd be like, what are we doing here? And I guess old Kyle, little kid Kyle, he's got the same thoughts as well. And it kind of goes throughout my life, I guess. 6-year-old Kyle has the same thoughts that this Kyle does as well. You're watching right here. 81-year-old Kyle, I believe, is what I was told the other day. But looking good here. You got the glamour shots on the side, part of Series 22. Got their names down here. Window packaging, main event, WWE. Includes WWE Tag Team Championship. It sure does. It sure does. Then on the back, got the tail of the tape, of course, a little blurbage, kinda. I guess not really blurbage. You do got the cross-sell down below. Jade Cargill and Bianca, we already unboxed on the channel. Check it out if you missed it. AJ and Cody, I think I'm passing on unless there's a deep clearance, possibly. We'll see what happens there. And then you got Jibber Jabber, the UPC at the bottom. Austin Theory, he's a mat technician, and he's from Atlanta, GA. And then he's got a finishing move, and it's called A-Town Down, of course. Grayson Waller, he's a grappler, and he's from Sydney, Australia. Beautiful this time of year. Shout out to Sydney. Finishing move, the Rolling Thunder Stunner, of course. Looking good, but that's about it right there. We're going to dive in. We're going to see what all the main event fuss is about with A-Town Down. Probably for the last time. Oh, rookie. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison, a double dose of Plastic Prison right there. We're going to pop them out of the package, and we're going to see once and for all what all the fuss is about. How about they should join up? Cody Rhodes should turn into a bad guy, and they could be his, like, henchmen. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, my gosh, I just lost Austin Theory. He went flying. See you later. Goodbye. Can I get that? I don't know. Hey, you know, my dog's right under my foot. Ace, he always sleeps on my feet while I'm doing this. Lemmy's always laying over there. It would be great if I could teach him to fetch and say, hey, Ace, just pick that up for me and hand it up here. That'd be nice. I'm going to work on that in my off time. But I did get him right here. And unfortunately for me, when he jumped across the table, he hit the corner and he got a little scuff on his chest. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm going to have to get some acetone or something to get that off of there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What are the chances of that? There's 1 in a million. And I think this was our millionth review, so it makes sense, I guess. But unfortunately for A-Town Down, starting off troublesome already off the bat. Well, let's dive into this one right here. We're going to dive into, of course, the tag team title belt. I actually like these main event style belts. They don't have the glitz and glamour of an elite or an ultimate one, but there's something about the flat paint on it that I think looks really, really good. I do think they're sleeper title belts, if you ask me. Tag Team Wrestling Championship. Really wish we had 2 of them, though. I will say that. But we're going to start off here with, of course, Austin Theory. And Austin, unfortunately, seen better days, as I did explain. Got the big head on him here, of course. Always got a big, long face on him. A long head. They need to redo his head, if you ask me. Got that very, very hip hairdo on him. Got the beard going on, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, and a very concerned look on his face. And he should be concerned. He just went flying across the table there. All scuffed up in the chest. Very disappointing. I guess that's what happens when these little kids start banging these together. You get scuffed up like that as well. But he has got a bare top going on. We do get at least all day. And then you got the Austin Theory logo. We got some wristbands there. We do get a little action there. Interesting in the hand department, you do got 1 gripping hand, but then you got the 2 hand here. He's going to give the peace sign, or he's going to give you the A-Town down, of course, as we know. But I do like that. A little personality in the hand looks pretty cool. I like the use of that. Gives it a little extra pizzazz, I will say. He does got the Austin Theory pants, of course, A-Town, Austin Theory, all that. The red and black attack. Same thing down to the knee pads there all day once again. Austin Theory logo on the boots, just a little extra pizzazz. I'm not against that either. Looking pretty good. It looks like Austin Theory. We've had a few Austin Theories over the years. We've had him part of the way. We've had his solo run. We've had his selfie picture one. Now we're getting A-Town down version. And of course, does fit on a ringside collectible stand for those keeping track at home. And now we're turning our attention over to Grayson Waller. He looks a little bit maniacal in the head sculpt here. It definitely looks like Grayson Waller, but that mustache looks absolutely wild on him. He almost looks like a stereotypical Hammer horror-like character. Somebody you'd see in the background in a bar or something like that. And I guess Australia and the UK not too far away from each other. Of course, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Grayson Waller's great-grandparents were prisoners from UK and they shipped him off to Australia. I think that's right. McFarlane, you want to fact check that? Hit up your old BlackBerry over there and see if you can figure that out. But he does look very stereotypical. He almost just needs like a very British hat on from back in the day and he'd be ready to go. He's got a haircut you could set my grandma's watch to. My grandma would say, he's welcome in my house anytime. Of course, when I was a little kid, I'd bring all my wrestlers, my LJNs, my Hasbros, and I'd sit at my grandparents' house in the summer, spring break, whenever it was, and we'd go line figure by figure. I would go figure by figure with my grandma. I'd say, Grandma, could he come over? Could he come over? And if you had long hair, you had deep facial hair, a big beard or something, you weren't getting an invite over to Grandma's. But man, Grayson Waller, he'd be in. He's got a nice clean mustache, nice clean hair. She'd say, I'd welcome him right in for dinner. He could come right in. Where that no good Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, all those Hasbros, get those out of here. They were never invited to the party. Unfortunately, either was the Ultimate Warrior. So that was a hard time for young Kyle. Still sticks with me to this day. But shout out to my grandma once upon a time. But looking good in the head sculpt. A little bit long in the neck and a little bit bobbly in the neck, I will say. He does got a black elbow pad over here. 2 gripping hands going on. Red and black attack. Got Waller on the front. Got those boxing trunks on is what he's got going on. He's the Aussie icon, I believe, is what it says there. GW for Grayson Waller, of course. Got a little Australian flag as well. Black knee pads, red and black attack. Down here, of course, in the boots. The old Australian icon, the Aussie icon. Isn't that Nick Storm? Shout out to Nick Storm Reviews out there. He's always wearing the sunglasses. Isn't he the Aussie icon? We might have some gimmick infringement going on over here. But we do got head articulation, of course. Arms all the way around. You got single jointed elbows, side to side. Hands movable back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Big old splits if you need them, of course. Legs go up. Oh, single jointed bend at the knee. That's it. Ankles back and forth, side to side. That is it for articulation on both characters, of course. And of course, will also fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle to save 10%. How about that? Main event 22. Another good one right here with A-Town down. Not a must-have unless you're trying to collect one of everybody or one of every tag team in this instance. Like I said earlier, I got this because I don't think we're going to get a matching tag team version of them ever in the Elite line. So this will have to do for now. If they do eventually get Elites like that, you know what? I could put these guys. I have a bunch of main events and basics. I got a whole box full for when I finally set my arena back up. Of course, I took that down like 4 or 5 years ago. Time to put that bad boy back up. I could always use these guys in the crowd if need be. But there it is, A-Town down. What are your guys' thoughts? Pick up, pass, long game, no game, not so sure game. What are your thoughts on A-Town down? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you. It's true, there's more content to be had over on YouTube channel memberships and the Patreon. The best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Appreciate all the support over there. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, my brand new podcast, each and every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, videocast on YouTube. And that is it for another A-Town Down main event style unboxing. I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?